Well, the unemployment report for Arkansas is out with some positive and negative sides. The good news, unemployment is down to record lows. The bad news, some crucial industries saw a drop in their workforce. As THV 11's Ian Russell explains, context is important to understand these numbers.
The number of healthcare jobs in Arkansas dropped in the most recent unemployment report, but those looking at the data tell me there's context that you have to keep in mind when looking at those numbers.
Which is the lowest in the recorded history of our state since we've been tabulating unemployment numbers.
The most recent unemployment report for Arkansas is out with good and bad news. The good, industries like trade, transportation, and utilities saw huge jumps.
We have one of the strongest unemployment percentage numbers in the country.
The bad, healthcare, a pivotal piece of pandemic care, saw jobs shrink. They're down nearly 2,300 jobs in this latest report. Governor Hutchinson touched on the unemployment rate around 3.1% in a press briefing on Tuesday.
Those were offset by losing workers in the healthcare industry and in education. And that is a concern to us. We want to look deeper into that.
Randy Zook is the president and CEO of the Arkansas State Chamber of Commerce. He's one of those looking deeper into this.
The plain fact is it's a very tough environment to work in, and people have been strained, to say the least.
But what's actually causing this? It could be a mix of things, Zook says. Burnout, fatigue, or retirement. Zook says that context, though, is important to keep in mind.
I don't know that I would say it was expected or unexpected. It's understandable, you know, and it's one at a time. It's not, there's no big movement in that area. Even though it's a couple of thousand people, it's still a relatively small percentage of the total healthcare workforce.
And he says those numbers, specifically healthcare, aren't as bad as they may seem.
And look, some of those people will come back to work. They'll take a break, they'll take a few months off, they'll get their personal situations in good order, and they'll be back to work. So I don't think there's any reason for panic in the numbers. It's just there are challenges in that part of the world.
In Little Rock, Ian Russell, THV 11 News.